Okay, so the previous lesson we did factoring, we did finding roots by using square roots. Now we are finding roots by factoring. Yes, that F word is back, factoring. So if you remember, factoring implies multiplication. Okay, so you want something times something else, and that is going to be factoring. One thing you need to remember is that it has to be equal to 0. So for example, if you have x plus 4 times the quantity of x minus 3, it has to be equal to 0, or else it's not ready to be factored, or is incomplete. It's not done. This is called the zero product property. So we're going to take each factor and set it equal to 0. And we're going to solve. So if I subtract 4 on both sides, I have x equals a negative 4. Add 3 to both sides, I have x equals 3. So that means that my parabola will intersect the x-axis at 3 and at negative 4. And it's going to be opening up. Okay? It's already factored. If you have something like 4t times t minus 1 and t minus 4, now I have 3 factors. Actually, this is going to be a really bad example because it's going to end up being a cubic. So let's go ahead and get rid of that and just make it a 4. Okay, so it'd be like taking out a GCF, or if you have taken out a GCF. If you put 4 equals 0, t minus 1 equals 0, and t minus 4 equals 0, and solve for the variable, we'll start backwards. If I add 4 to both sides, I'm going to get t equal to 4. If I add 1 to both sides, I'm going to get t equals 1. Is there a variable to solve for here? Will 4 ever equal 0? It won't. That's garbage. It just gets thrown out. So my two solutions are t equals 1 and t equals 4. So when we are doing these, you need to put them in standard form first. So 4x squared, back up, 4x squared minus 21x equals 18. So this is not factored, so we are going to have to factor it. So the first thing you do is get it set equal to 0, and in descending order, so I'm going to subtract 18 on both sides. Then I am going to factor this. And I do my product sum. My product is 4 times negative 18. Gives me a negative 72. And my sum is negative 21. So I would have, let's see, I do 8 and 9. Well, that gives me 1 or negative 1, so that's not it. Let's try a 6. So negative 6 goes in there 12 times. Well, that, if I add those, it gives me either 18 or 6, so that's not it. I'm getting closer. If I do a 2, let's try negative 2, and 72 divided by 2 gives me 36. So now I am too far apart. It's either going to be 34 or 38. So let's try 4. So negative 4 gives me 18. Well, we're getting closer. How about a 3? So 72 and a 3. 24. Ha! Okay, so if I have negative 3 and 24, those multiply together to give me negative 72, but they add together to give me a positive 21. So I'm going to put my negative on the 24 instead. That works. So those are my two magic numbers. So rewrite that middle term. using the two magic numbers. Bring down the 18, bring down the 4x squared. For right now, I'm just going to leave off the equals 0 because I think that's just going to get in my way. I am then going to